Alrighty, while everybody's been out buying ill goblins, look what I have gone off and done. Look what I have gone off and done. How about this? This is a GMP Cobra, and you are seeing it. I took it out of the box, but had to get rid of a bunch of packing and whatnot. Look at this, blade covers. Fancy. Railroad blade covers. I had to come out and take a quick video of this. This is probably idiotic of me, but about 1984, this helicopter. Well, I've got the website up here. We're fixing to look at it real quick. I'm gonna have to go back in. I'm really making this because Jeff West is fixing to go all vintage on me, and look at us go, brother. And I'm not saying anything about what you got in case you hadn't told nobody yet. Wow. You're gonna get the unfortunate thing of having me explain why this helicopter is important to me. Look at the coned rotor. We're fixing to get into that real quick here in just a second. I have not looked at this, so there's a lot. There's a little bit. No, well, that's right. The fly bar is up here. Man, I got some stuff to remember. And even so, I didn't get into. I was pretty young. Oh, servos work. What's this got? 148s. S130s. Plywood, shelving, that's how they were. And so Hirobo, GMP was Gorman Model Products, I believe. Wow. Take it all in, all you little young punks out there. This is how we rolled right here. You're not flipping this joker over. These are also asymmetrical blades, yes. Between that and the cone of the rotor head. But I can't begin to tell you guys, or whoever's watching this, what kind of memories this brings back. And how, well, let me put it to you this way. I always say this about cars too. Come in here and imagine that being that old and out of date. Imagine that being that old and out of date. We already kind of look at the older versions of the T-Rex that way. Here's the 600. Oh, and I put my cool lights up there. Those look good with the black light going on. My sinuses are on fire. Anyway, let's do this real quick. Well, let's look at the radio. Well, I remember this. So, the old guy that we bought 2 of these, he had a pod and a boom and a full Jet Ranger fuselage and 2 radios. Oh boy, that gimbal is real tight. That radio may have got wet. Yeah, these were the cat's meow, man. This was the shindig stuff right here. This was groovy. That's before my time, I'm just saying that. Alright, so check this out. Actually, I can do this probably just as well right here. And I also had a Cricket, but I didn't ever even get the Cricket off the ground. So the Cobra was a further evolution of the Falcon, the Hirobo Falcon, and the GMP competitor helicopters in '84. 50% American manufactured components and 50% Hirobo parts. Oh, and by the way, this is whatever website this is. I give you credit. This is not me. Many of the lower cost components could be upgraded. Okay, here's where they went in '86. They got rid of the coned rotor head. Look at that, man. Wow. And there's some resources here. I'm gonna need quite a bit of this. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is too cool. And this is not my only vintage helicopter. I got another one coming that's gonna blow me away. But this is cool. So OS. And yeah, I saw that Hirobo on there and I was thinking, I thought this was GMP. But see, I wasn't like, I was just getting into, this is the helicopter that made me get into helicopters. My neighbor had these across the street, an old dude. And I seen him out there flying them one day. My dad was a helicopter pilot. So I was into helicopters and yeah, that works. Oh wow, Kraft, I remember them. Kraft? Is that right? I remember that symbol. And a gyro on it. So this does have a gyro on it. Wow. That's a Hirobo rotor head. And yeah, you used to have to take your blades and wrap them. And they should have weight in them. If I can't really see through there. The concept blades had a slot with a piece of steel that you would glue in there, epoxy in. A fly barred rotor head is weighted. The center of balance of the blades is out here on the outer parts, where on a fly barless it's closer in. Which begs another thing. Another reason I bought this is I got the crazy idea of replacing the rotor shaft in it and running it with a fly barless controller and doing whatever I have to do. I may have to buy a lathe, a small lathe. That wouldn't be so bad either. Anyway, that's it. GMP. I don't know what he's got sticking out the front of that thing. If that's a... Huh. It's actually in very good shape. And I think the tailbone is straight. I gotta pull that screw out to turn that. Look at this, man. Hose clamps held on. And then we are running this way. There are helicopters that spin their tail rotors the other way. But I've never had one of them. And these, I remember these mufflers. And I had to, I took it off and had to polish it and all that jazz. Everything looks actually pretty good. We're gonna completely tear this down. And I'm obviously gonna have to get some rotor head parts if that's possible. All right, I'm out. Too cool.